So I've wanted to find the best budget solar solution for the scenario, call it end of the world if you like, or for whatever reason the electrical grid has gone down and my family has to get by. Now you can throw a lot of money at that problem and solution if you want, but I need to budget my money, and technology has gotten so good that you can get quite a lot for a little. So the first thing you have to do is sit down and decide what is it you're going to try and achieve with your system. Now I've done this and I come up with 3 goals for my system. First and foremost, I want the system to run a chest freezer, which I can operate as either a freezer or a fridge. And I see this as paramount to preserving any precious limited food we have or any food that I hunt. And second, I'd like a system that can run some tools for me, albeit for a short period of time while there's sun during the day. And third, I would like a system that can provide some comforts for what will surely be a trying time. Some lights at night to power phones and tablets for entertainment, and things like that. Now these 2 power stations aren't directly comparable because the EcoFlow has 3 times the battery capacity of the BLUETTI. But in my case they're very comparable for me because I want to look at the best, cheapest solutions of a couple of the best brands. What I get with the BLUETTI EB3A is the newest released product in their lineup, which if you click on my link for it you'll see you can get for dirt cheap right now. So I've wanted to test it to see if it can meet my 3 goals. And then what I get with the EcoFlow River Pro is a battery that's 3 times bigger from another company that's really proven itself, and delivers with this unit some of the cheapest watt hours for battery capacity. Now for the solar panels, I tried 2 of the cheapest options on Amazon. The first is 200 watt panels that are connected in parallel, and the second is a single panel, a 160 watt panel. And either of these I connected to the power stations with a convenient 30-foot long MC4 cable. And again, this 30-foot extension cable and the parallel connectors for the panels and the panels themselves I'll link on the description of my video here. Both panel setups worked great, with the dual panel setup providing between 140 and 150 watts to the power stations, and the single 160 watt panel providing a little over 100 watts to the power stations. Now again, what I'm most interested in is running this chest freezer. This is a 7-foot chest freezer, but you can run a lot of different sizes and they all use about the same wattage. With both of these power stations, the secret is to make the most of the daylight hours, to get your freezer down to temp, to run any power tools you might need or any high consumption devices, and charge the power station batteries to full for nighttime use for lights and electronics. The chest freezers are pretty good at conserving the cold until the next day when you cool them with the panels again. Both power stations worked great at running the freezer this way. And look at this, both power stations running a Sawzall. Which could come in really handy. And if you'd rather run the freezer as a fridge, you can add this temperature controller into the loop that has a temperature sensor that you drop into the freezer and it will run it as a fridge. In the end, I'm super happy with the performance of both of these power stations. So it just comes down to whether you want to pay a little bit more for 3 times the battery storage so you have a little more flexibility in the evenings. But I feel like I've really picked some of the very best setups for achieving my goals. And I feel strongly that everyone should get a setup like this immediately for the years ahead. I'll provide links in the description of my video to the very best deals on these items. Thanks for watching and be safe.